Hi, Collective. Welcome into the Borderline Priestess. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I want to start this video by thanking everybody for any likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for any confirmations. I'm sending love to everybody on their journey, everybody that even touches this video. Um, this is not going to be a tarot video. Spirit gave me a vision, and this message is definitely going to be for a collective group of people, a very specific group of people. Um, if you resonate with the term lone wolf, um, scapegoat, black sheep, if you resonate with the number 144, if you resonate with the term generational curse breaker, this message could be for you. So when I get visions from spirit, it can be shown to me as like a projection in my mind. So think of like a movie theater projector, and I'm watching a screen and the vision plays out, okay? So spirit gave me a vision. My throat chakra is acting up, and I feel like this collective is a collective that have definitely been silenced throughout the majority of their lives. But so the vision that spirit gave me, they showed me a baby, um, like a small child, and this child was surrounded by family members, peers. It was like a gathering almost. And when I was looking at this child, it was as if everybody else was off in the background. And so the child was this center focus. And I saw lower level entities, demons, and then angels above this child. And this child's just kind of like, like looking back and forth, almost speechless. And the higher level entities and the lower level entities were almost fighting over this child. And then in a moment, in movies, when something really serious happens and it just goes silent to where it's deafening and you hear that ringing. So what I had seen was that these entities were fighting over this child. And in a moment, all of the people that were surrounding this child just wandered off, and it's like they disappeared into the distance. And so that silence and that ringing, that deafening ringing, started to happen. And it was like the child, the lower level entities, and the higher level entities all turned their heads and watched these people walk away. They watched these people walk away from this child, and there was such a seriousness. I feel it in my heart chakra. There was a seriousness to everybody walking away from this child, to where the lower level entities and the higher level entities, it was almost like there was this mutual understanding that this child needed them, that this child had been abandoned, whether that's physically, emotionally. In the vision, obviously it came off as physically, but it'll resonate for you how it's going to resonate. And the vision played out through this child's life cycles of into a adolescent, middle school, high school, the progression of this child growing up into adulthood, the different stumbles. And what I'm getting so far, I'm going to pause the message and say what I was feeling from the vision that I had received. It was almost as if you might resonate. What I will say is you might resonate with people around you, not necessarily accepting you or agreeing with who you are. Even, I'm going to put it bluntly, this collective could have very well been heavy under abuse for a long time in their lives. And I'm going to leave that statement there. You will know if this message resonates with you. So as the vision played out, I'm watching this child, different stumbles they took where the angels came in and corrected them, different actions they took where demons were teaching them lessons, almost like these otherworldly beings were playing active roles in this child's life, that like a parental role. And as a child, you might have felt, I'm picking up with this collective, you might have felt like scared of the dark. You might have had extremely vivid dreams or even nightmares. You might have experienced sleep paralysis. You could have seen shadow figures as a child. You could have been extremely sensitive individuals. And so ultimately, what I was getting from this vision and why I feel like there's a very important urgency for me to get this message out is because I feel like for this collective, you were exposed to certain circumstances and grew up in certain environments that weren't conducive with your needs as a human being, by any means. By any means. I feel like for this collective, I don't think there was ever an ounce of understanding for you guys. I feel like you guys spent a lot of time alone. I feel like this collective definitely has spent a lot of time in this world feeling behind, feeling unseen, feeling misunderstood. And the message that I want to get out to you guys is that you guys were always seen. You guys were always seen, even if it did not feel like it. And who I'm speaking to today, you might be thinking, oh, well, you know, how can I be great when I did this, or when I went through this in my childhood? How can I be great if I acted like this? And I for this collective, God, source, creator, they he God doesn't necessarily need people that are dressed in, smiles, rainbows, and fairy wings. God, with the state of the world right now, God needs the people who have been kicked down and made the conscious choice to get back up again and again and again. God needs the people who have walked the path. Ooh, sorry, you guys. God needs the people who have walked more unsavory paths and decided, I don't want to live this way, to show the world that they can do it too. So if you're sitting here doubting yourself and, thinking that there's nobody on your side, I'm very grateful to be the vessel today to let you know that you are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. And there are beings, divine beings, lower level entities and higher level entities that love you dearly and are supporting you on your journey and protecting you fiercely. These beings, they have a whole world to be looking over, and they want you to know that you are so important. I feel like the collective I'm speaking to today, this will resonate with a specific group of you, but this is a random message that's coming in. The person that you are to your core is this amazing, beautiful vessel. I don't even think you understand when I'm saying this. You are this beautiful vessel that otherworldly beings absolutely adore you. They love being in your energy. They love being in your environment. They love spending time with you and working with you. Because I feel like a lot of this collective, you feel very alone and probably have been physically alone. I feel like this collective has been kicked when they're down over and over again. And I think in the last few months, maybe even up to few years is what I'm hearing, you've kind of reached a point on your journey where you're like, wait, like I've worked so hard. Am I seen? And the message that I want to convey today is that yes, you are more than seen. You are acknowledged. You are cared for. You are valued. Your purpose is great. You are more than seen. Just because you may have stumbled, you may have not had the emotional stability and security, the physical stability and security, financial stability and security, that does not prove your worth by any means. When you leave this earth, you're not taking the house, the car, and the bank account with you. You're taking who you were in this lifetime. And this is just a very powerful message. And I'm very grateful that Spirit gave me this vision, because I think that there are a lot of people on this earth that have been hurt deeply, when they should have been cared for, and to the point where they question their own worth. Their everyday battle is a matter of the mind, questioning their worth, constantly doubting themselves. And Spirit really wants to convey that who you are as a person is beautiful, it's acknowledged, and it's valued, and it's needed in this world. And your story means something, your journey means something. You are of value in this earth, and Spirit is stepping in and wanting to scoop you up in their arms and truly take care of you and let you know that all that you've gone through was not for nothing, and that they were with you every single step of the way and are continuing to fight for you day in and day out and stick by your side day in and day out. I'm going to close this message here. Um, Spirit did give me another vision that ties into this message, but I'm going to do that for another video. So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If this resonated with you, I'm sending you so much love. Anyone who's watching this video, I'm sending you guys so much love and healing. And if no one told you today, you are doing an amazing job, and you deserve grace, you deserve rest, you deserve patience, and you deserve love every single day. You shine every single day, even on your worst day. And I just want to give everybody love. Again, thank you so much for any likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you.